Hello, everybody, and welcome, I guess, to Old School again. I know I usually don't upload the same video back to back, but more or less, I was doing a little thinking, and yes, I'm still doing crafting in the background. A big debate. Wow, someone actually tried to think a bot. But a big debate is that people want D claws in the game, but JX doesn't want to release them because they're too overpowered. And on this one, I should level. Yay! I don't know why I had to start all my videos now with leveling. Weird, but they don't want to release it because it's too overpowered and it was too easy to obtain. Because you don't even have to do the quest. All you need is 60 attack and you can wield it. That was literally it. Here's what you should do, Jagex. If you want the community to have Dragon Claws so they'd stop crying about it, here's what you do. You make a requirement for a quest to be completed to wield them. They don't like it? Tough. They will have to deal with it. For something that overpowered, either A, you'd have to make up maybe the Legends quest. You have to do that quest, and then, I don't know, maybe that quest is required to do the quest where you can kill the thing that drops Dragon Claws. I don't know. Something similar along the line of that. Maybe you have to complete Recipe for Disaster. The entire thing, maybe something along those lines, It's similar to that kind of concept. You actually have to work for these. And if you were to release them the same way they were, where you didn't have to do a quest or have some ridiculous things for it, here's what I would do personally if I ran Old School RuneScape. I would make it do the same damage as it always has, which the max hit I could find for it seemed to be as average. Everyone could hit about a 40 for the first hit. And if you don't know why Dragon Claws work, or you're pretty much new to the game, you heard about them but you don't know what they do, is D-Claws take 50% special attack for a special attack called Slice and Dice, in which you do a main damage, which, let's just say they did 40, then two separates that'll add are half of that, and then the lower damage. Now that right there is a total of 90 hit points. That's a lot of health to take out of someone's life. But against a monster, that's a little powerful, but not entirely. Because to do that kind of damage, you have to be wearing max gear. What that means is you're going to be wearing probably bandos, a fighter torso. Well, heck, actually to get that, you had to wear full vestas with a Stadius helmet. That was in 2008. Well, 2008 to 2010, I was looking through kind of old footage to see kind of what everyone was hitting with it. And I kind of got a good jurisdiction of it. It seems like it always hit harder on monsters, but it never could hit hard on players, which is the way it should be. And honestly, I think it should do half damage on players. So what that means is the max hit would be 20 instead of 40, and it would still do 10, 10, 5. Which would be 45 damage. That's half someone's health you can eat in that time. Meaning you can survive a D-Claw rush. Rushing, unless that person is AFK or near death, it's not going to be that overpowered. But that would be a rare chance for them to hit it. I mean, if you think about it, it's a 1 in 20 chance of hitting that number. For them to hit 20. And the rest of the numbers are guaranteed. But I mean, pretty much someone could protect themselves against that kind of setup. Now, if it has really high quest requirements, then yeah, it's going to be overpowered. But even if it's really high quest requirements, maybe it should only do 75%. So instead of that, it would be 30, 15, 15, 7, I think, is how it would be. 7 or 8. Which adds up to 67 damage. That's still a lot of health. But that would probably be against monsters, and then half of that would probably be against an opponent. So that would be 15. Okay, let's see if I can do this. 7, 8, maybe 4 or 3. So if you think about that, that's pretty much 15 and 15. That's 30. That's 34 damage. That, that's not that overpowered. It's still a really good thing for a KO because you can hit really good damages out of them. But it's not insanely overpowered where it's like, oh hey, this person just ate up to 90. I can one spec him. No, that's not the way that it's supposed to be. Yes, I know the AGS does that, but here's what people gotta understand is the Armadyl Godsword actually is meant to do that. It does 250% more damage than the other God Swords. That's the way it was implemented. It was supposed to be the strong weapon. Whereas Dragon Claws were not supposed to be superior to it. It doesn't make sense. A weapon of a god being lower than something oddly dropped by demons. And honestly, they could really make like some dragon emperor thing. Like a Hydra that you'd have to fight. And it has a rare, like maybe a 1 in 1,000 chance to drop Dragon Claws. And you can get like Emperor Hide, which would be, I don't know, a level 70, well, is there a level 70 defense? Is there a level 70 D Hide in this game? I don't know. It'd be kind of similar to that, the Royal Dragon Hide. It's a really high level boss. It's a really high level monster. It'd be really kind of cool, they could implement a lot of things with it. And they could just all around create new content with this idea of bringing Dragon Claws in, but making it kind of dulled down a bit. If you're not going to have to be able to do quests to do it, then it should be really kind of a weak weapon. I know the Dragon Dagger can do a lot of damage, but you guys gotta understand, you're wearing armor that gives you either a strength bonus, or you have a Dragon Defender that helps with accuracy plus damage. These Dragon Claws are really high in accuracy and damage. Maybe they can lower the accuracy, lower all the stats of it. Guys, and I think it should be pretty much about the same strength as a two-handed weapon, so because it requires 2 hands. I don't know, that was my kind of spiel on it. But tell me what you guys think. Would you want like a Hydra Emperor or something? Just a really high level 3-headed dragon. Maybe has stages like there's a magic head, a melee head, a range head, and each one will attack differently. And when you kill the head, it'll just get well, you can't really kill a Hydra's head, it'll grow too. But you attack it, you lower its health and everything, and you just gotta learn the phases. You kill it, you loot the body, and there's just like, I don't know, Emperor Hide that's maybe really high level Dragon Hide armor. Maybe they can make it look really cool while also having a really rare chance to drop Dragon Claws. And maybe some other cool stuff. I really don't know what all that could drop that could be all that nice. I'm trying to think, maybe some Dragon Bone equipment or something. Because Dragon Bones actually would be really heavy if you think about it in realistic terms. Because because if you think about a dragon, for them to fly, it would either have to have a lot of muscle power for their wings, or they would have to be really light in bones. See, birds can fly because they have good muscles, but their bones are not dense. While human bones, we have really dense ones, so we can't fly. That's kind of just a little that, and also we don't have feathers. Well, it's just a little scientific thing for you guys. I don't know, there's some cool armor ideas with it. They can do a lot of other ideas. They could just really combine if they just thought this through and give you guys what you want. I know a lot of you guys want Dragon Claws. A lot of you guys fear it. But if it's dulled down, you really couldn't have any worry about it. Because, someone can rush you and it's like you can eat. You can eat a trout or something and be okay. The only person who's going to die is going to be the person who just steps in the wildy and doesn't realize it. or doesn't have any food. But even then, I mean, if you pray melee, it would do what, half damage? So, okay, if it does 20, then that means, or if it does 15 for a max, its half damage would be 7. It would do so little damage to you, it wouldn't even really affect your health. But I hope you guys all enjoyed this little short spiel about maybe they should add Dragon Claws, but either dull it down or make it really high end where you have to get a bunch of quests complete, you have to fight a really hard monster. And tell me what you guys think of kind of like the Dragon Emperor idea. Like, I don't know, maybe it'd be down in a dungeon somewhere, like dimly lit, you just see a 3-headed dragon sprawled out, maybe like sleeping on the ground. That guy is attacking a level 2 woman now. And I don't know. You guys can go down there, you could kill it. And if you have any ideas of what maybe it should drop, because, I mean, it's a big dragon, so you'd think it would probably drop me about 4 or 5 bones at least. The highest probably about 6 to 8. And I guess I could probably release a pet called a Hydraling for it, which would just be like a mini Hydra that could follow you. It'd be kind of cool to see. I don't know. It's just my little spiel. If you guys have ideas of what maybe it could drop, maybe upgrades to something, maybe an upgrade to the Dragon Fire Shield even. Like Hydrix, instead of a Dragon Visage, you can get a Hydric Visage, which you put on there and it maybe increases, gives it more strength than the regular DFS. I don't know, just a little cool ideas. Hope you all enjoy. I'll see you all in my next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye!